Hey y'all, how's everyone doing? I have a very special unboxing today, and it is not for me. It is for my sweet hubby, and so I wanted to show y'all. It came today in the mail, and so I wanted to show y'all. I've got this little fashion book behind me. It's one of those Smithsonian books, which I really love, the DK Smithsonians, and this one's about fashion. And fashion is not only for women, of course. And so this is just, fashion's just a fun thing. It's an artistic and creative expression, I believe, of the human spirit. And so I'm absolutely not against fashion in any way, shape, or form. And today I really want to focus on men's fashion. And my husband got a little something in the mail today, and I wanted to show it off. So without further ado, hold on, y'all. Sometimes I just feel like I spend a lot on this chair, and I'm not sure why, because it's not real comfortable. But anyway, so I'll just go ahead and tell you, we got it from the outer box, the packing box. It was not a pretty packing box, and sometimes I believe that fashion designers do that because they don't want you to know Chanel's inside. They don't want you to, because people may steal the box. So this is Robert Graham. And this is, they have women's clothing, but I get my husband's shirts through Robert Graham. And this box is really pretty. I mean, it's really unique in that it has the pull tag right here to pull out the actual item is a tape measure with Robert Graham's signature on it. Can y'all see that? That is such a cool detail. Not to mention that the ends have paint on it, but this doesn't, and that is one of the marks of his shirts as well. It says established 01, so I guess that's 1901. I wouldn't think it's 1801. A little dirt on there, but and then this looks like little stitches. And again, this is a pull tag because the box, I would imagine, pulls out. Let's see if that's what it is. It is. So that's why it has a little pull tag. I just think it's interesting because seamstresses, they always have one of those soft rulers around their neck, and that's what that is. It's just a soft ruler. And so this pulls out this bright color against a white plain stitching box, but then you open it and look inside. We've already got something interesting, this lime green paper with, it's got a man with a clock for a head. This right here has got a top hat with a hand coming out pointing to his name, so it looks very kind of ancientish. We'll slide it all the way out, and just carefully, because my husband will want to see this. He's downstairs making us PBJs for lunch. Also, it comes with this catalog. And it says a brush with greatness. Ooh, they got some women's clothes I'm going to have to take a look at too. A brush with greatness. So that implies to me it's going to be very artistic this time. It's going to be painted looking maybe. Wow, this is just maybe some colors that are going to be oriented to a painting, maybe famous paintings. I don't know. I haven't even looked, y'all. Like like Monet or different scenes. Master artists. Can't wait to see what he picked out. Okay, this says it is black Jack Dripper woven shirt. Okay. Robert Graham. Alright, so that's the name. So again, inside the box, there's this beautiful bright green paper and the Robert Graham stamp in gold. If you're wondering, why did you let your husband unbox it? He doesn't care. And he says, you want to unbox something? Go unbox this on your video while I make us some PBJs. So I'm doing that for him. I am going to fold it back up so that he can open it. But he saw it because he ordered it. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. So this is limited edition. It's called Jack Dripper. This is limited edition, so that's why he bought it himself, because I was like, why didn't you let me buy it? It's so hard to buy for a man. And then when he actually likes something, let me buy it. Okay, how do you open this? I want to be careful. Okay, it's got a taped bottom. There we go. That's a taped bottom. And we're just going to slide it out the bottom like you would a dress bag. There we go. Put that over here. And here it is, y'all. Oh my goodness, this is beautiful. Look at the color. Look at that color. Now, one of the things that he's known for is that both his collars and his cuffs are always a different material. So as you can see in here, let's take this out. It's like and there's striping. Look at the striping. And this kind of dab painting. And then this is also embroidered. He also embroiders on top of it. Look at this embroidery. Just a zigzag, but then it comes into a pattern and it goes down into black. So it's colorful at the top and it goes down to a black. And this is almost a bluish black, but it's black. And then at the very, very bottom, you'll see, it has got just a little bit still of that brushwork in it. Just a little. Now let's look at the sleeves. They go down. This work goes down into the sleeve. And let's see the cuff. So here's the cuff. Again, it goes down into black, and there's just a little touch left of that color. And what's the inside? There it is. He always does something different on the inside cuff. And it looks more like a dab of paint. So it looks like it dripped. Maybe that's Jack Dripper, or maybe Jack Dripper is an artist. I'll have to go look it up. I don't know. I bet that's it, because he probably has to honor that artist, but he calls them master artists. I don't know if there's a different, when you say master artist to artist, if that means like a master artist is like somebody like a Van Gogh or Monet that's famous from another time. But there that is. You see the contrast with the collar and the cuff and the rest of the shirt. And also, always look at the back on his shirts. Because the other thing is, for his shirts, the back is also different. I gotta see how much time I've got here. I don't want to run out of time. We're doing good. Okay. On the back of his shirts, usually the shoulder blades, especially for the men's shirts, is very different. Or maybe more concentrated. Oh my goodness, this is much more concentrated. Look at that. Look at that color. That is amazing. That is really, really cool. And I'm going to turn it around again and let you see the front, which is also amazing. And then it goes down into a little bit less as you get towards the bottom, but still a touch of it so that you can still see it. But the top, up by the face, is where the focus is. And again, I'm noticing on one side, more than the other, there is more. Okay, so over here, you've got this little embroidery that goes out to the side from the top. And over here, significant embroidery is right almost under the arm. Look at that. Right there. Isn't that interesting? It's just a very artsy brand. Robert Graham. They are the shirts that my husband loves enough that he ordered himself one because he didn't want to miss this one. For those of you who don't know, my husband has a paint contracting business. So the fact that this is honoring painters, I think that's really cool. I got him a splatter paint one a couple of years ago, and they usually are full price. And that's when we will be extravagant and get him one. Otherwise, we try to find them on sale at Steinmart, or sometimes you can find them on eBay where someone has bought one. They don't like it in person, and so they say, I'll sell it new with tags, and you can still get it for like almost half the price. So they can be up to $400, and you can get them on sale for almost under $200 sometimes. But my husband asks for nothing else. I've given him jewelry. You know, I've gotten him men's rings, men's watches. He has one earring, which he had to wait till after his daddy died to even put his earring in, because his daddy didn't care for that, because he thought it meant something it didn't mean. Sometimes it just is a signature of being an artistic person. And he liked it. He liked that it was special, but his daddy didn't appreciate it. So he's up in heaven. He could care less now. But anyway, so I don't mind doing something extravagant for my husband anyway, but especially even a limited edition shirt, I would really look at if he likes it, I would get it. Because yes, it's expensive, but I've given him guitars. I've given him guitar parts like strings and picks and, CD. Just, we've been married over 20 years. So, I mean, it's really hard to buy for a man. Cologne, but I really love Blue Chanel on him. So even though I love Romeo and some other ones, Blue Chanel's the one I love on him the most. I do have an extensive cologne line for him. And of course, y'all know me with my perfumes, but the Robert Graham shirts are what I could get him. And now he's even got so many of those. He's like, babe, just don't buy me anything. So now I've switched to experiences. So we'll do things like go zip lining, or go the indoor skydiving experience where it just blows you up in the air. We've looked at those. We've looked at doing going to the Green Egg Mothership store where you do a cooking class, stuff like that. Experiences more than things. But he obviously still loves Robert Graham enough that he wanted this limited edition, and obviously why. This will look great for when Lance plays out because he's a musician also. And he does gigs, so this would be a great shirt for a gig with some of bands. The other bands, they have a tuxedo only because they're for weddings and functions, but this would be great. Also for church, when he plays at church, this would be great. That's just so vibrant color, isn't it? It's just so beautiful. Reminds me of God's rainbow and just all the beautiful colors God has made that are just beautiful and define him. So I hope y'all have enjoyed this unboxing. I'm going to put it back in the box and let my husband look at it straight out of the box so that he can see it in the unboxed situation. But he wanted to let me do an unboxing because I don't think he would do an unboxing, and now he'll always have this. I think I ran over. No, I didn't. Did I? Didn't I? I can't tell. No, I didn't. So, anyway, if you have a husband like me that you just, it's like, what else do you get them? Sometimes you pick a brand they love, not necessarily Robert Graham. Maybe your husband wouldn't like that. Maybe it's too artsy for him. My husband is an artsy man, so it's kind of like hard to find something that he would like. So look at this shirt, by the way, on this contrasting paper. They did a great job on packaging, didn't they? Really good job on packaging this, because that is a very contrasting bright color, and that's what this artist obviously wants to do. And again, they included their catalog so that you can, and of course they give you your, whoops, I almost dropped it. They give you your packing slip, you know, just in case you want to return it. But I think it's a beautiful, beautiful piece, and I'm glad he got it for himself, but I wish he would have let me do it. Anyway, so I hope y'all have enjoyed this unboxing, and let me comment below if you want to see more things like this that involve Lance. I wouldn't blame you. I like him the best. Everybody does.